All right. Welcome back, Jay.
A fun video today.
I think so.
I believe a fun video.
You got like a random rogue hair back here that's like really long. Oh, there you go. Got it.
Thank you.
Yep.
So here's what the video is today, guys. It is, what would you pick if you could only own 5 guns?
Out of your collection.
From what you already own.
Already own.
Yep.
It's got to be in our possession.
This will spark nerds in the comment to get all heated about 2A shit, but like the government comes in and they're like, look, everyone can only have 5 guns.
Sure.
Cool. Now everyone's gonna go down the rabbit hole with that and like, I'd never fucking relax. Okay, play the game. Play the game.
Play the game.
If you could have 5 guns from your current collection, what would they be? And it's a fun premise, and it's probably more difficult than you think, because I'm gonna walk you through some of my considerations and stuff, and we'll kind of dig into it. But before we do that, a special thank you to Peace of Mind Guns for sponsoring the video today, and actually every video moving forward, hopefully from now till eternity.
I hope so.
If we do good things.
Why is it all on us? What if you mess up Peace of Mind?
You ain't gonna mess up.
No, I'm just kidding. You guys are doing great. We appreciate you.
They carry a lot of the stuff that you see on the channel. That's part of why it was a really cool collab between the two brands. You know, between them is like a high-end gun shop, sort of very, good customer service and experience and all that, and us who carry or cover a lot of high-end guns. You know, it's just a really good match. So we have that. You can go check out their site. There's no promo code or nothing because, hey, they have shit that's hard to find. So sometimes just the ability to find the hard to find thing that is the benefit. So so you can go check that out. Special thanks to them. Beyond that, we'll do some syndicate plugs somewhere into the video on the screen here so you guys can read that. And if you would like to support the channel, we would certainly not be opposed to that as we try to not go bankrupt to bring you this channel.
Which is becoming increasingly difficult with inflation.
Yeah, right. So let's do this, guys. Rules of the game, because the rules of the game are important, right? If you could own 5 guns from what you currently own, your current collection, if you could own 5 guns. Now, here's the other assumption that I'm going to throw out there.
Okay.
Starting at this point forward, when you pick these guns, they're all gun manufacturing stops, AKA what's out there is now out there. Okay?
Well, when you say in collection, it's like, are you saying like, hey, like you said, all gun manufacturing stops.
Yeah, it's a halt to the whole industry.
Okay, I understand now. Yeah, go ahead.
Changes the game.
Changes a little bit,
doesn't the game.
Yeah.
You got to think about part sourcing.
I know.
You got to think about all kinds of shit, right? Like, this is why this became pretty difficult. So I'm going to give you some philosophical things that I assumed and things that I started thinking about with this.
Okay.
Number 1, well, what ammo does it take?
Yeah.
300 blackout, super cool. Fuck, man, do I want to have to source that?
Proprietary round?
If they ain't making nothing else? Like, shit, dude, that's going to be a nightmare.
On the flip, 6.5 Creedmoor. Right? That's a good caliber. But, like, if you want a 30 cal something, should you go 308? Because
these are real considerations you got to make, right?
100%.
Are you going to be able to find the ammo for this super crazy thing? You know, so it's like, hey, you got to think about ammo. You got to think about, are you going to be able to source parts over time?
Yeah.
And within that, are there any proprietary parts? Because for me, proprietary parts became a big part of this equation.
Yeah.
To go, well, I like that thing. It's great. What if that bolt breaks?
Yeah.
And they're the only ones that make it, and there's not many out there. Like, that's a consideration. Can the repairs be done by the end user, or does it require, like, special gunsmithing and guns to go back to manufacturers? That's a problem if that happens.
Yeah.
In this hypothetical 5-gun scenario.
Especially for you, because you don't even own a tool.
No, man, I can barely put Legos together, you know? So, like, you obviously have to consider the reputation of the guns. Are they known to be durable?
Sure.
Or are they known to be tanks? Or are
they
known to be finicky, right?
Yeah.
Your environment, I believe, plays a huge part in this.
Good point.
Like, hey, if we lived right here, I mean, it might be kind of awesome, strange, but if we lived right here, go, look, this is not an environment where I need a CCW gun. I'm a backcountry guy.
Yeah.
I need to take down cats and bears and shit like that. It's like, okay, cool, I probably want some beefier caliber shit. Well, I live in a more of an urban environment.
Yeah, yeah.
What's the scenario where I need to shoot 300 Win Mag? I'm never gonna shoot past a city block.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so it's like, these are considerations. And then another big one I had is, okay, well, do you stick to 1 or 2 platforms, or do you try to diversify? Because that's a big one. Not as much for you, because you're just you're an AR guy.
I'm an AR guy.
So it's like, you're just probably going to be, but So let me tell you well, you want to do mine and then we'll do you?
What I was thinking is 1-to-1. So
Okay.
you do one, I'll do
Sure.
one.
Okay,
Right?
let's do that.
So,
okay.
Ladies first,
So
feel free.
let me just tell you the overview of what my 5 are.
Okay.
2 fighting rifles,
Okay.
2 fighting pistols,
Okay.
and a CCW gun.
Perfect.
Okay.
I was very similar lines.
Okay. So let me start with my first rifle. I'm going to pull them out. Chris hasn't seen any of my guns, so I'm going to pull them out one by one.
That, and while he's doing that, caveat, he's going to pull out all the guns that are on his list. I fly up here to film. Didn't fly up with all 5 guns. It just, look, the overweight baggage fee is $230, and I'm tired of paying it. So,
Okay.
and that's not an exaggeration. It's $230. So,
Okay. So gun number 1 for me.
okay.
So this is a Type A.
Yep.
11.5. Actually, my first gun from them.
No one behind the camera, so we're good.
Okay. So let me tell you sort of why I did this. No proprietary parts. Okay. It is the length that I wanted because, look, I looked at my list of ARs. I'm like, clearly I got to have an AR in here because of how many parts and ammo availability is out there. It's
For
like
sure.
you got to have an AR.
It'd be stupid not to.
But I looked at it and I thought, well, I've got a few 10.5s. I got to be honest, that's shorter than I would like.
Okay.
And my longer guns all have proprietary parts. So if I looked at it, I go, man, I love my Knights. Shit, man, a lot of proprietary stuff going in there. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to source those parts.
Good point.
Love my PWS, full-length gun, be able to punch more distance, proprietary shit.
Yeah.
This has no proprietary shit. It's an 11.5, which is my preferred length. This does have an adjustable gas block, but I confirmed that can be swapped to a regular gas block. If
Yes,
you
it
want.
can.
So if anything ever went wrong, no problem. I can throw a standard gas block in that.
Cool.
And this, now I'm not factoring in actual kit accessory shit here. I'm going base guns, even though this is pretty damn close. But truthfully, I would probably, be honest, I mean, I'd maybe keep this exactly as is. But that is my first gun, readily available parts, ultra reliable gun. Like, this gun's been a tank for me. And of my AR list, at this moment in time, given the rules of the game, this would be my pick.
Okay.
Okay, that's gun number 1.
Gun number 1. Gun number 1 for me is, funny enough, taking into consideration everything we talked about. Proprietary parts, sourcing parts, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. My first gun, and this is probably not going to become a shock to you, is my Knights SR-16.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
SR-15.
Yep.
Yeah. Even with all the hype and the Colt behind Knights, I am a fan of that rifle, in spite of the Colt that can be difficult. Mm-hmm. It has, well, once we got it fixed initially, it has run like a sewing machine, unsuppressed. 16-inch, direct thread suppressor. I can punch out with it. I have also personally gone through some CQB courses with it, so I know I can do both effectively. I have a bomb point optic on it. Again, you didn't talk about accessories, but this is my why.
Sure, yeah.
Got an aim point on there. Okay, I mean, that gun is my go-to war
Shit kicks
horse.
off, yeah.
Shit kicks off. Like, if I had to choose one AR, it's probably that one.
Yeah.
Now, little sidebar, because I knew you're going to throw in the proprietary parts, sourcing parts, no manufacturing. As a responsible gun owner, I and you should buy some extra parts for all our guns.
Sure.
Right? Firing pins, bolts, bolt carrier groups.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Right? I do need to, self-admittedly, get better at doing that.
Same.
So
I also look at it and I'm like, I got enough guns. If something goes south, I grab a different gun.
I know.
That's the truth of the matter.
And
All
I
right.
just saw a video recently of a dude put a standard AR-15 bolt in a Knights, and it ran.
It will run. I think it's not encouraged.
Not ideal.
But in a pinch, hey, it'll work.
Yep.
Okay,
So,
gun number 2.
Gun number
I'm going to
D.
shock you with some of these, by the way.
I hope. I want to be shocked. I haven't been shocked in a long time. Damn, really? I mean, I know the why behind it, but like...
So, as to my question earlier, do you stick with one platform? Do I do a shorty AR and a full-length AR?
Sure.
I'm going with a diversification route.
Okay.
Actually, it is going to be the theme
Smart.
of mine. I'm going diversification. So think about AK. Ultra reliable, known to be bomb-proof, will run through anything. Tons of ammo out there.
Well, and this
not
isn't just
proprietary
any
parts.
AK.
Right. It's a Rifle Dynamics. I think 703 is the model, but you know. Anyway,
when Jim was there.
Yeah. And like I know Jim's personally touched that gun. Not just like touched it, but I know did something to it. But like, look, bomb-proof. 30 cal round, it's gonna do different things than an AR would. A lot of ammo, a lot of parts out there. They're known to be tanks. This is a good pick.
Yeah, you got a good pick on that.
This is a good pick.
Yep.
Okay, so that's my number 2.
Unfortunately, because the biggest caliber I own is 5.56, right? So, like, I was like, man, I don't have anything bigger than 5.56. So again, you already mentioned it. I am an AR guy.
Yeah.
Fortunate with my other job working for CGS suppressors, we had our boy Alex from Trajectory Arms build me 11.5-inch CGS demo gun.
Okay.
So we chose a suppressor and built a system around it.
Okay.
That is my second gun. Reason being,
Gamble.
I know without a shadow of a doubt, Alex has gone through that thing with a fine-tooth comb and made it as perfect as a human could. Would you agree?
I would.
Okay.
I would. I don't dispute that at all.
Okay. There's some hesitancy in your voice.
Yes, just because it's a gun that's built around being tuned for suppressed. If you have to do shit on it, it's like a proper gunsmith did this one.
True, but I'm not. So you're more worried about the fine tuning of it,
The maintenance.
not the fact it's only suppressed.
It's not that it's only suppressed. It's more that like I think it's a higher level, a skill level, to keep that gun maintained over time.
Also, my argument is there's not a lot of maintaining because it's tuned perfectly.
I get your point.
You see what I'm saying?
I think you got a valid argument.
Okay, and the reason why I chose that is it's an 11.5-inch, right? So if I need to get a little spicy, I can do it with my 16-inch. I can. I've done it, ran it. It is easier on 11.5, and it's my dedicated night vision gun. I do night vision demos for my other job, so it's set up for all my NOD shit.
Yeah.
So that way I have a daytime long rifle, nighttime CQB gun if I needed.
Yep.
Okay?
Number 3?
Number 3.
Okay. I'm going to imagine we may have some overlap on this one. So I'm going to kind of shock a couple. So
It is unloaded. We're safe here.
Langdon P30L. Okay. Let me tell you why. And let me tell you, this was the hardest decision that I had to make in my entire life. I've had an easy life. So Langdon P30. So let me tell you, because people are like, not a 1911, not a 2011? Like,
no.
Well, here's the problem, guys, is that because all of my current inventory 1911s, 2011s are very like hand-fit, fine-tuned performance machines, I got no shot at being able to work on those if something goes wrong. And because they're all hand-fit parts and like tuned to these guns, it's like, that's the biggest problem, is like, dude, these guns are gonna be, I have no shot at being able to accomplish anything if I had to. This, one, think reputation-wise, right? They're known, overbuilt tanks. Like, that's what they're known for. It's a fucking tank,
The
right?
P30 itself, yes.
Yeah, like they're tanks. And here's the thing, because I thought about USP as well. And I go, well, there, I did P30 largely because I got a light rail. It's red dot cut. While a USP is fantastic, it lacks a couple of the features that I gained with this.
Sure.
So it's like the over-engineeredness of this and the simplicity of swapping parts and everything is why I did that over a 2011.
Smart.
It broke my heart a little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So my third gun was gonna be another rifle, shocking. But since we're on the topic of P30s, one pistol I chose is my Langdon P30.
Yeah.
Now this is a standard P30, not a P30L. The reason why is, so I have a Safariland duty holster for this. I can run a light on it.
Yep.
And it's also small enough that I can CCW it.
Versatile.
You see what I'm saying?
It's a good go-to-war gun. Also, it could be carried.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and that's an argument for like, firearms this size, compact size, like Glock 19s, et cetera, right? The reason I chose it too is, correct me if I'm wrong, but when we were working with HK, I think the initial testing on these was 90,000 rounds, and there's 2 malfunctions, both ammo related. Do you remember that stat? It's something to that effect.
It's something to that effect. I don't remember the exact, so don't quote us on that, but ultra bomb-proof like guns.
Gonna go forever. And Ernest Langdon had talked about some testing he had done and a friend of his had done.
I thought that's where the stat came from, was Ernest, but I could be wrong there. Regardless.
You might be right.
It's a bomb-proof gun.
Regardless, bomb-proof. So, yeah, that's my third weapon.
Okay.
So.
Well, this one's really gonna break my heart. This was a sad exercise for me.
Why?
The rifles were fun until I figured out I got all these proprietary guns. The pistols have become a sad exercise. God damn it. A fucking Glock 19, everyone. This just infuriated me.
Tell me why, Jake.
So
Tell me.
It's not because it's the best gun. It's because of how readily available and how widespread used they are. That's what it is. It's insanely reliable, and there's a shit ton of parts out there. That's it. I know it works, and I know there's a ton of parts, and they're all drop-in parts. There's no secret sauce to this.
Yep.
It simply works, and there's a shit ton of support out there, even if nothing new ever gets manufactured again. You know how many fucking Glock 19s are out there? A ton.
And do you know how often you're gonna have to replace parts? Almost
never. So it's like, it breaks my heart, and very much the same point that I was gonna make in regards to your P30 is to this, which is, look, you go to war with that, go to war, everyone relax, right? But like, go to battle with this gun. But I can carry that gun.
100%.
You know, so it's carry, and it's like, that's a workhorse gun.
Yep.
So Glock 19 is my 4th gun.
So my 4th gun, also a pistol, Glock 17.
17?
I went with a 17.
That's interesting.
And just because that would be my overt outside the waistband carry, dedicated to that with a dedicated light on a QLS system that I could pop on and off real quick, right?
Okay.
Again, and I didn't even go optic cut. I went irons.
Okay.
Just because, you know, optics, no manufacturing for guns parts, you're eventually gonna revert back to irons just over time.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
There's an argument for that in this scenario that we've hypothetically
well, you're playing the long game. That's what you have to do in this scenario. You have to play the long game.
You took the words right out of my mouth. So a gun that is readily available parts, you're not gonna break, it goes bang every time. It's stock except for Trijicon night sights.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
So now, coup de grace, last one.
My number 5 is gonna shock a lot of people. A lot of people aren't gonna see this one coming.
I'm thinking it's probably like a sub-caliber, like a 22.
You're close.
Yeah.
But totally wrong.
Even Crispy laughed. A Cabot? Oh, shit. Okay, well.
So I'm gonna take this giant Korth 8-shot NXS as my last gun. And here's why, okay? One,
so ridiculously over the top. You can't even keep a straight face.
but I truthfully would. Here's why. So one, I do think environment. I do live in an area like this where it's like, well, this would be my backcountry gun, as it was today, as I was protecting his skinny ass from cats. What did I have on me, kiddo? This. I was gonna light some fucking cats up.
Kiddo, so disrespectful.
Is it?
You got him a kiddo.
Did I?
He's a grown-ass man.
I don't remember saying that, but you know, flashback. I don't think I said it though. But so one good backcountry gun.
Okay.
It shoots. I got 2 calibers, 38 and 357. Both of which are fairly available.
Sure.
Because of the influx of revolvers all across the U.S. So I got good ammo, one of which can put some shit down.
Sure.
Right? Think about it. There's almost nothing to go wrong here. So in your apocalyptic scenario, when you're like, what is the thing that should, in theory, just keep going forever? I mean, a revolver's probably got as good a shot as anything.
It's just so over the top.
It's a bit extra.
Yeah. Wow.
I thought about doing a Colt Python. And
That's basic bitch shit.
That's predictable. Yeah. And I'm like, and I wanted to give you guys a little thrill here at the end of the video. I'm like, I would take this as my last gun.
Sure. Okay. Shocking. What do you think my last gun is?
19?
A Glock 19?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Good job, though. That's what the P30 covers.
Okay.
It's another AR. Shocking.
So you're going 3 rifles, 2 pistols?
I'm going 3 rifles, 2 pistols.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 long boys, 1 shorty, and then 2 pistols. My other long boy that I'm going to take, man, my Militia Works rifle, dude.
Really?
Yeah, with that Collis that we have on it.
Good scope,
that I can run a suppressor on for more of a DMR, go with me roll.
Okay.
So like,
I could see that.
You know,
it's a long AR, but doing a different type of long AR.
Different job. It's going to be dedicated distance, like 200 to 400 meters.
Okay.
So I'll carry Megan up to the roof, throw her down on that thing in prone, and she can just send it, right? So, love you. Okay. But it also has an adjustable gas block, which I find to be like, say I shoot out my can.
Okay.
I can get another can potentially, right? If there's a loot drop from some dude, and tune it and then keep going. But dude, that gun has never malfunctioned once.
Okay.
Continues to run. It's got a variable powered optic. It's a long boy. I don't know. I just really dig that gun. And for, you know, again, I only own 5.56 and 9mm.
Yeah.
So like, I don't have a giant
Wow,
pool.
that's amazing. No, that's not true. You own a Rock Island piece of hot trash that's in 10 mil, I think.
Yeah, but I wasn't gonna bring that up because I knew that was gonna be your reaction.
Well, I brought it up.
You dumb bitch. But yeah, that's my top 5. So, and then on the Militia Works.
You guys should play this game because it's actually more difficult than you can anticipate because you actually have to start thinking through this long game strategy of like, my shit has to last for the rest of my life, and I'm gonna live old. I'm gonna live real old. So
you?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be 110, 120 when it's all said and done. So you got to think through this stuff, right?
Yeah, in the comments, I mean, some of you guys, obviously we don't need 6 paragraphs, but like, what are your top 5, guys? Let us know.
Get in there, let us know.
Sure.
Final shout out, appreciate Firearms Legal Protection, FLP for short.
My boys.
For also sponsoring our channel and video.
Yep.
They've got a really good program for not just concealed carry insurance, but carry insurance if you have firearms around. Like,
sure.
I know there's some dudes who like have it who they don't even carry a gun, but they have a gun in the house for self-defense. And like, you know, they're like, well, yeah, if I smoke a dude in my house, I'd like to make sure I'm legally protected because it's like
sense.
70 grand on average to defend yourself in court. So get that shit covered, boys and girls. You know, that's what I'm saying. So code 1911, it'll save you some cash on that service. We'll link that down below so you can check that out.
Yeah.
Beyond that, we hope you guys are doing good. Play the game. Comment down below. Let us know what your top 5 are, and I guess we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching.
I think that's a good video.
Good job.
I like it.